It was happening again. Michael Bennett penetrates deep into the backfield. 52-yard field goal by Will Lutz, pushed to the right. Nick Foles, completion to Zach Ertz for a gain of 16. They're into Saints territory. 2-minute warning comes. Eagles decide to run one more play. And the ball went through Alshon's hands. And just like that, season's over. Philly 500 is here. I am Adrian Fedke. If that ball didn't go through his hands, they probably would have won.
They were going to win this game. And thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this all year with me, man. It's always fun doing post games with you. I enjoy it. When they missed that field goal, I thought we were going to win the game. I really did, and it right through Alshon's hands. It hurts, man. It hurts.
It does, and it's like in that situation too. We were both talking about it pre-show. It's like you got to let the clock run down because you don't want Drew Brees to have any time whatsoever remaining. So it's like I'm thinking they're going to run the clock out. All of a sudden, you see them at the line of scrimmage. They hurry and snap the ball, and then just like that, the season was over in like a blink.
A blink. I mean, right through Alshon's hands to Lattimore, and it's over. Yeah, it was like 2 minutes 9 seconds, and I'm saying to my screen, I'm like, all right, 2 minutes 9 seconds. The Eagles are going to let the clock run down. No, they're snapping the ball, and I didn't understand it. The Saints had one timeout. You go to 2 minute warning. You come back, you get that first down, and then you run clock out. You run it out, so you're not giving them time. I didn't understand that play, and I wonder if they felt like it rushed or something. I don't know. I just from that whole thing, they should have gone to 2 minute warning.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, I mean, hey, look, it was a valiant effort. I mean, to deal with all the injuries they had to deal with, it was almost like a repeat of Week 11 in the injury department because you had Fletcher Cox go down and like play half the game, like in and out. Rasul Douglas went out. I mean, Josh Hawkins
should never wear 48. That's Wes Hopkins, and he don't deserve that number. Sorry.
Josh Hawkins, like they pick on him on the 4th and goal. It's him on the 3rd and 13 on because Avonte Maddox went out. So it's like there's not much you can do when you got practice squad guys out there, and it's frustrating because the Saints go on this 18-play drive, like 2 holding penalties. They had a 3rd and 16, and there was a 2nd and 20 where they just convert. I mean, what are you going to do?
This game is really shocking because the one thing is I thought the Saints were going to, even though they had a bye week, I thought they were going to come up fired up and play, and we were going to have to kind of just get through early, even though they had a bye. But it was the total opposite. We came out fired up, man.
Yeah.
And then I didn't expect that, but I didn't expect to see the great Nick Foles, good Nick Foles, to the bad Nick Foles in the same game. At the same time, because that's what happened. After that interception to Ertz, he wasn't good until maybe that last drive. He started to get it going again.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Just some of the play calls I didn't like at times, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm speechless at this game. It hurts.
They won the football game on the fake punt. That changed everything. Yeah. That changed the momentum. And then on that play, on that fake punt, that's where the injuries started happening.
Right.
Fletcher Cox got hurt on that play.
And then the next play, Bennett got hurt.
Bennett gets hurt. So all of a sudden, the Saints, who were doing nothing offensively, nothing on the ground, nothing really through the air, all of a sudden you have this vacancy in the middle of your defense. So all of a sudden, this penetration that was there, all of a sudden it's lacking. You've got Josh Hawkins out there because Rasul Douglas went out. So that's when the game really turned. And, they made it 14-10 by the half. So that I thought that's when they won the game, was on that drive, getting the fake punt and capitalizing on some of the injuries.
Yeah, I think so too. And what's funny about the fake punt situation was they declined the penalty. And in my stream, multiple people were saying they're going to fake the punt, take the penalty. They're going to fake the punt, which made a lot of sense. It was 4th and short, and they had done nothing. And I would have taken the penalty there. I know it's after, it's afterward, but I think the people in the stream were right. Take the penalty.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying. I would always, like, it's 4th and 1. I mean, like, I know most people probably thought, hey, they're going to fake punt here, maybe, and they did. But in most situations, you're not taking that penalty. And in a 3rd and 11, I mean, the Saints were picking up 3rd and 16s regularly.
Yeah.
3rd and 16, 3rd and 13, whatever it was. So who's to say that they would have not gotten that 3rd and 11?
Yeah. Well, the only thing is that to that point they had done nothing. I think they had only one first down at that point. But the 3rd and long has been an Achilles heel all year long. We lost the Tennessee Titans game. We were winning in overtime on 4th and 15. There's been a problem all year. It's been a problem all year.
Yeah, and they got hurt by it today because of the injuries. I really think I mean, like, when you got Michael Thomas running these deep in routes on Josh Hawkins, there's just not much resistance you can get from him. And I know, like, you were telling me prior to the stream, you should have blitzed more. And,
I think so.
That's a solution. But if your blitz doesn't get there, now you got practice squad guys on the outside going against Michael Thomas and these guys. That's easier for Drew Brees to pick apart. So
yeah, it is.
You're in a really tough spot because when you're down to practice squad dudes, you actually kind of want to make it a little easier for them.
Yeah, you have to pick your poison. To me, and I've said this since they hired him, I am more of a Jim Johnson type guy. I firmly believe that you have to blitz and you have to know when to blitz and you have to know when to bring it. And I don't believe just the way the scheme is set up for Schwartz, he doesn't blitz enough. I always feel that way. I always believe that. But when you are hurt and you're banged up, then it is a lot harder. But when you're picking up 2nd and 20 and 3rd and 20 and 3rd, to me, at some point, you just got to take the chance and go at Brees. I mean, that's how I see it. Yeah.
Drew Brees normally picks a blitz apart. Like, if you pressure him, he normally picks it apart. So
he struggled a few times this year with it. You remember the Cowboys got a lot of pressure on him. And maybe because he's a little older. And I thought when the Eagles did get pressure on him, he didn't play great. There was a couple throws he made that were really good throws, but for the most part.
When Cox was in there, he was getting the penetration.
Yeah.
But like he was going on that bum knee and then taking him out and then putting him back in. Like, he's putting it out and putting it back in again. But, like, hey, at the end of the day, all right, here's the way I look at it. I mean, by no means would I have thought that the Saints would win this game if they scored 20 points. Like, we all kind of thought you had to win this game by scoring in the 30s. And some people, maybe high 20s. Some people thought maybe low 20s. I don't know. But if you were to say Saints going to score 20 and they won, I wouldn't have thought that happened. So it's like we're talking about Jim Schwartz's scheme when at the end of the day they allowed 20 points with practice squad guys in your secondary for a lot of the game.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So,
you're right.
It comes down to, honestly, the offense, unfortunately, not being able to pick up the momentum again. And I know that's a topic that people don't want to talk about because we love Nick Foles, but Nick Foles didn't have a good game today, unfortunately.
No, he had a good first quarter. Yeah. And it completely flipped around into the fourth quarter. And I thought when they missed the field goal, which Michael Bennett made the great play on 3rd down to get them to kick a longer field goal, I kind of felt like Foles was starting to get into his rhythm again.
Yeah.
And that's where we were going to see. And I was convinced we were winning the game when they missed that field goal. I really thought we would.
Same.
But
I was like, oh, here we go. You gave Nick Foles one possession game. He's going to go down and score a touchdown.
That's what he does. That's what he's good at. But from the second quarter, to late in the fourth quarter, he wasn't good. He
Well, you know
wasn't
what
good
happened?
enough.
You know what happened? So there again, injuries galore in this game. You had Brandon Brooks go down. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess it was an Achilles injury, but I'm not 100% sure on that. That was a shame.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it was a bad injury.
Yeah. So what happened in this game? The pressure from the defensive line was better than the last couple opponents. And the thing about Nick Foles is like when you get that pressure in his face, he can get kind of skittish, and the accuracy can waver. And that's where we got the great Nick Foles to start, and then we got the bad Nick Foles once the pressure started getting to him, and then that's when the inaccuracy kind of started to happen. It's the Saints have a really good defense. They're an underrated bunch defensively. Not a lot of people talk about that side of the ball because everyone looks at Drew Brees in the offense. But I mean, Cam Jordan, it's tough. They lost Shelton Rankins, but man, they got players on all three levels. Marshawn Lattimore obviously made the game-sealing interception. So I mean, Tamara Davis, they got a lot of dudes.
They did what they had to do, man. They turned it up. They got a lot of pressure on Foles, and they shut us down from the second quarter to the late in the fourth quarter. They shut us down.
Yeah.
We couldn't run the ball. Also, did you notice? And I don't know. I kind of look. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like I don't understand why they went away from Smallwood. Because I thought he was running early well, and then all of a sudden they started using Sproles a little more in the run game, and I didn't think he was running as well as Smallwood was.
It's interesting how they just lost all complete confidence in Josh Adams too.
Yeah,
because Josh, I thought actually like had some good runs in the first game, and like out of all the players in that Week 11 game, if there was one like positive, it was actually Josh Adams.
Yeah,
but he didn't get a carry. Smallwood had 10 for 33. And Sproles, it was 3 for 4. So, I mean, like this was pretty much the game plan I thought it was going to be. I didn't think they were going to run a lot. I thought that they were going to throw it more. And unfortunately, Foles was 18 of 31, 201 yards, touchdown, 2 interceptions. This is basically in a lot of ways what we saw from Carson Wentz in Week 11. It's tough when it gets loud, you get rattled, I guess, and this is not a good game.
I think this offense has. I think this team has work to do on offense. They're going to need to get a deep threat on the outside, a legitimate deep threat, and they need a running back. They need a franchise running back, and I think those two things would have been huge in this game.
Yeah, to have the burner, like because what happened was in this game they started getting real conservative in the passing.
Yeah, and they were playing right up at the receivers. I mean, they were right off the line, jamming them up.
So it's like you started getting real conservative, and you're not getting any yak because the tackling is very good on the New Orleans side. So you're getting into these like 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 7s, which you don't want to be in. And that's kind of what started happening. I mean, let's kind of look at the play-by-play if I can. I mean, they literally scored touchdowns on their first 2 drives and then did nothing after.
Nothing after.
51 yards in 17 plays on their first 2 drives. So if that's 151, how many total yards they have? So 151 total yards on their first 2, and then 99 for the rest of the game. 2 of 7 on 3rd down. And, that was an area. Nick Foles came in the playoff. He was very efficient, but just the pressure from New Orleans got to him today.
Yeah, it did.
Even though he didn't even get sacked, like I thought it was getting there enough that he had to move around. And if you make Nick Foles move around, just slightly,
yeah,
that's how you can do it.
And it made him throw a couple throws that were late. Like the interception he had early in the game, I think he had Ertz. He underthrew him, but he also had him like a second earlier. If he reads a second earlier, he's got Ertz. And there was a couple of times I thought on some outs where the guy, as soon as the guy starts to make the break, he was a little late throwing it, and it gave the corner time to react to it.
Yeah,
and that's because of the pressure and him trying to slide and move around and feeling it.
That's exactly what it is, and that was a lot of the problems that the quarterbacks faced earlier on the season. So I'm curious what his like time to release was in this game. If it was a little bit higher because of the pressure from the front 7 of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, the tough physical coverage by the cornerbacks. I mean, even a lot of the balls that Nick Foles threw, cornerbacks were there immediately. There's not much. Not much you can
Yeah. Yeah, man. This one hurts, man. This one hurts because I just felt like if you could come out of this game, whoever comes out of this game is going to Super Bowl because it's such a hard place to play.
Yeah.
And to come out and get up 14-0, even when the Saints made it even when it was 17-14, you're thinking at some point this offense is going to get the momentum back, get the rhythm back. And it just never happened.
Yeah.
Ever.
I was waiting too, man. And it happened a little bit on the last drive.
It was starting to happen, and
It was getting there.
And it was like,
Dougie. And then another thing that happened in this game was, the 3-and-out right out of the gate to start the second half. I thought that was huge.
Yeah.
Because not only was it a 3-and-out, you wasted the timeout.
Yeah.
Wound up kind of biting them. Well, big time. Because they could have had, 40-something seconds left?
Well, even that pisses me off, dude. It's third down, and you're going to get the ball back maybe with, 30 seconds, so you at least have a chance. And on third, it was a 3rd and 10, something like that. And they run for 12 yards? Really?
Yeah.
For first down? I mean, come on. I'm not a big Schwartz guy. I'm not going to lie.
I know you're not. I know you're not. There are a lot of people that just don't like Jim Schwartz.
I just don't like the scheme. It's not him personally. It's the scheme. I don't like it.
I hear you. It fits a team that scores a lot of points, but it's normally it's designed actually to not let teams get back in the game, which is
right.
What the problem.
I just feel like the way the NFL is going, becoming such a offensive powerhouse and such a throwing game, that the only real advantage that you have on defense is to get pressure on the quarterback. And that has to be the key to any defense. Like me, I don't need to spend a ton of money on linebackers or safeties or corners, but that defensive line to me is key. It's key. You have to get pressure. And if you don't, you have to be able to bring pressure. And I think Jim Johnson's scheme, that style, is made for the future of the NFL.
Okay.
I mean, that's my opinion,
Because in some ways, blitzing, if you blitz the great quarterbacks, that's what actually they pick apart.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to have a great offensive line to do it, and the Saints do.
Yeah.
So it's like that. I mean, Drew Brees picks apart the blitz. Tom Brady picks apart the blitz. Aaron Rodgers picks apart the blitz. I mean, all the great ones do.
Yeah.
And it's tough, man. I mean, it's tough to combat the break.
I mean, you have to know when to do it, obviously.
What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, and it's just the way that they're going with the calling and not being able to tackle, not being able to hit guys. The aggressive. I only see a defense having an advantage is if they can get to the quarterback. I don't see how, in the way they're taking the NFL, how you can have a really good defense if you can't get pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. Another key thing I thought, because again, the pressure from the defensive line in New Orleans. So they came into the game dead last in deep balls, whatever the stat is on deep balls. They were dead last in it, and the pressure didn't allow them to get beat deep because it was getting to Nick Foles too quickly, and that's a lot of the reason why the game plan got real conservative.
Yeah,
because these guys were. Again, it's like they didn't get a sack, but I thought they were getting enough pressure to move Nick Foles around.
They were, yeah, they were. And that's where a Deshaun Jackson would be really nice, where you just send them and just fire it and just let them run it under it. And I think that's got to be a key target for the Eagles in the offseason.
Deshaun, I wonder.
Not necessarily Deshaun Jackson, but that style and
you want the
legitimate.
Style. I'm with you on
receiver.
The style.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Deshaun. It has to be the style. You need a deep threat. You need somebody that can stretch the field, that can keep the safeties honest, and it will open up everything for Alshon and Ertz and everybody underneath. But I think you need a legitimate speed threat.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't know who's going to be out there yet. I haven't really.
No, it's too early.
Yeah, I mean, I'm freaking mourning right now. So
Yeah, I know.
I had the Nick Foles shrine all set up, and I decided not to do the show in front of it because they lost. So,
It's over now.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's over now, and now I got to take it down. I don't want to take it down. So
I
beautiful.
know. I am not ready for this season to end. No, I'm not ready for it to end. And it hurt. This one hurts, man.
It does. Cause it's how it ended because you felt like they had the shot there with Nick Foles magic. That last
When
drive, they were in Saints territory, and it's like you're looking at the TV, you look at them approach the line of scrimmage, and you're like, why didn't you just
Yeah,
give
take it to
the
2-minute
ball
warning.
2-minute warning?
Yeah, I know. I don't I don't get it. I don't get it because I'm telling you, when they missed that field goal, I'm like, we are not losing this game. They just blew this game because I mean that was like that would have iced the game. The game was over at that point.
Yeah.
And just didn't expect it to go through Alshon's hands.
All right, I'll run down some of the stats. I mean, my Michael Thomas prediction was almost on point. I said 12 for 150 and 2 touchdowns. He had 12 for 171 and a touchdown on 16
Wow.
targets. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
No.
Michael Thomas with these guys, even with Avonte Maddox, Avonte is too small for him. But Thomas just overwhelms you. You need to have a physical cornerback to combat him, like the way that Byron Jones did in Dallas, that Dallas game, which actually, well, that was in New Orleans. But there you go, 12, 171 for him. Drew Brees, 28 of 38, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. They did get to him twice, so they did sack him twice. Quarterback rating 103.1. Alvin Kamara, 16 for 71. So, they wound up actually running the ball as the game went on, because Bennett and Cox went out for a couple of plays. Well, Cox for whatever that was. I wonder what did he play 50% of the game?
Cox, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it'd probably be a little underneath, if I'm guessing.
Yeah. Mark Ingram, 9 for 53, so he had 5.9 yards per carry. Alshon led the way for the Eagles, 5 for 63, 5 for 50 for Ertz. Jordan Matthews had the 37-yard touchdown. So there you go. Those are the statistics of the game. Ted Ginn had 3 catches for 44 yards. So there were a lot of Saints fans that were saying, look out for Ted Ginn because he's coming back. Well, he didn't really do much.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It hurts, dude. I'm proud of this team overall, though, man. They fought and they fought and they fought to the very end, and so I give them credit. I think they were a great defending champion. They get in. They gave us a lot of thrills at the end, and I just want to get this team. I want to get this team better in the offseason. I want to get it ready to compete with the Saints and the Rams and go in and take care of business and get our throne back. Because I think they have to make some moves this season. I don't think they made enough last off season. They got to do some this off season.
Yeah. Yeah, I am not a bitter bird today because the run was fun, even though it didn't last as long as maybe we would have liked.
Yeah.
But to think that they go from 4-6 to in the playoffs, they probably shouldn't have gotten in the first place. So you get in, you get the win against Chicago. You had a chance against the Saints. You had the ball late, had a chance to go in front, and you just couldn't get it done. I mean, you talk about Week 11. To think about that Week 11 game, 48-7. And what if I told you that they were going to have that shot again in the divisional round in New Orleans? You would have thought we were crazy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That
I would have.
saying that everybody likes to use.
Yeah, I thought the season was over after that Dallas game, to be honest with you. And then when Nick won in LA, I said, all right, we got a slight chance, and it got better and better.
I mean, those games were fun, man. Like, they beat LA. That was a lot of fun. They had that 470 whatever yard game against the Texans from Foles. I mean, those were almost like playoff games. I mean,
we were in the playoffs for 4 or 5 weeks, really. I mean, we really were, and they were fun down the stretch. I thought, I feel like we let the Saints off the hook today. We let them off the hook.
We had them, man.
We did. And if we won this game, if we would have won this game, I don't think anybody beats us. And I've said this all week. I think whoever won this game was probably going to win it all, and I think the Saints probably will now. I'll be rooting for Kansas City probably, but we'll see.
All right. Guess who wants to come on the show? You want EDP?
Bring him on.
All right. Let's get him on. I know he's not happy.
I'm sure he's not.
Let's see if I can get him again. Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. That was. I don't know if that's him or not. Hold on. Well, as we keep going, I wasn't sure if that was him, Papa Bird Bistro. If that's him, then it's him.
Or maybe it's just somebody else we don't know. How you doing?
We'll see if he shows up. So yeah, man. I mean, I like we were saying, like, dude, they made it fun. They got in the playoffs. They made a run at it. They fought valiantly. The injuries really caught up to them today, and like
we were going down, like just going down every play. Somebody was
flies, and they really could have used Sidney Jones today.
Yeah, like, and I had people ask.
They made it sound like he was going to play.
Yeah,
and then he didn't. He was inactive, and then it's like Rasul Douglas goes out, and they were left with Josh Hawkins.
Yeah, it was brutal, man. It's just brutal. This one hurts, man. This is going to hurt for a while. This is going to sting for a while because God, when they missed that field goal, I thought we had it. I thought we had them. Because I was saying in the second half, as the Saints were kind of taking the lead, I was like, just please give us the ball with 2 minutes left in the game with a chance to win. That's all I ask. And we got it. And I think if we go down and score there, I think we would have won the game. But yeah, the 2 minute, the play before the 2 minute warning makes no sense to me because you want to use the clock up and you want them to use their final timeout. And you want to get the right play. So you let the clock go, you get the right play, you get the first down, then you start killing clock. They're going to use one timeout, then they can't use anything more. You could have probably been in a position where you have 30, 35 seconds left, maybe less, and you're going and trying to get a touchdown to win the game. And
yeah, I mean, like when they ran the ball on first down, I was like, all right, so they're just going to run it here, just run out the clock. They're trying to not give Drew Brees the ball. Okay, I get it. I understand. And then they quickly got to the line. I was like, what?
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Like I understood running there because you want to kill. You don't want to give Brees the ball with a minute left. You don't. So
yeah. Let's see what else happened. I mean, I thought they did a pretty good job on Kamara over. Oh, we forgot to talk about? We forgot to talk about Cravon LeBlanc. Dude, he was unbelievable again. Yeah. So he makes a pick on the first play of the game. Just an unbelievable play on the ball. The third and 7 play to hold them to a field goal. I mean, to keep them in the game there. He had another play that was a pass breakup. I'm trying to remember what that was. But he was everywhere.
That play in the first play game really gave us a lot of momentum early. That really got the team jolted. And when it was 14-0, if we could have just got the ball back, I mean, I think the Saints were like, they were showing Brees on the side. They were worried, dude. They were like, oh crap.
They were a little shook, yeah.
And we let them off.
That's why that fake punt call changed everything. Like
it did.
It was a great call by Sean Payton.
Yeah,
I give him a hat tip. He's a piece of shit. He's a dick. He handles Jamie Apodi like trash. But he called that at the right time, and then tend to even go for it on 4th and goal. I mean, if they would have settled for 3 there, I don't think they would have won the game. So to
Agreed.
go,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
2 great gutsy calls by Sean Payton, and I really think that's what won them the football game.
Yeah, well, that 4th and 2 at the goal line, if they don't get that, this game was over because that would have took all the air out of them.
And again, they freaking it's on Josh Hawkins, so
yeah,
that they were on. All right.
Agree.
Let's. I don't know if he's getting the invite or not, but okay. Said 1 second. Okay. All right. So what else happened? I'm trying to remember. Oh God, that one play, dude, the strip sack. How did they not get the ball back?
Oh my God! And then they tried to give the Saints the first down.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Jeez. Oh, there he is. I know
there he is. He ain't happy either.
He's
what up, EDP?
He's not happy.
No, I'm sure he's not.
Dude, what's up? Is he there? You hear us?
Does he hear you?
Do you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. Fuck, man.
I couldn't tell. Oh, it sucks.
Did you keep your yellow jersey on the whole game?
First off, here's the fucking deal, okay? While everybody is sucking Nick Foles' dick, why don't you sit back and let me go ahead and take a piss in that motherfucker's mouth? You feel me? Because, I want this fucking faggot out of goddamn Philly so fucking bad. Like, oh my God. You know what, man? I know I fuck around, okay? And I'm going to keep it honest with you guys, okay? Adrian, Philly 500, you guys know how I like to do shit. I use the whole reverse psychology shit, you know what I mean? Because I honestly do feel that negative thinking does produce positive results. Because if you think one way, the total opposite fucking happens. Every time I think Philly is going to fucking win, they fucking lose, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, when Nick Foles threw that pick, I think it was second quarter, I believe. Nigga, if I was Doug, I swear to God, dude, if I was Doug Peterson, if I was Zach Ertz, I would have said, you know what? Fuck this, man. I'm going back to the fucking locker room. Game's fucking over, dude. Let me go ahead and take a fucking shower. I'll get on the fucking plane. I'm not even going to bother even being on the fucking sideline. Because as soon as he threw that fucking pick, the game was fucking over, dude. Like, the game was fucking over. I mean, like, the shit was like, it was a fucking wrap. You know what I mean? And, like,
the offense wasn't the same after that play. It wasn't the same.
Well, the second quarter, again, was when they lost the football game. I believe that was in the second quarter. And the fake punt. And, we were talking about it before he came on the show, EDP. He didn't have a good game. Nick Foles didn't have a good football game today.
Because he fucking sucks. That's why. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let it out. This is therapy.
Yeah, he wasn't good after that first quarter. No question. And it looked like he was getting a rhythm in the fourth, like late on that last drive. And then, then the end of the interception. But like for 2.5, 3 quarters, he didn't do anything. He couldn't do anything.
Yeah. It was tough. The pressure was there. And he was just inaccurate with the ball, unfortunately. Just a couple overthrows, and then when he tried to go deep, he was underthrowing the receivers, which it's not typical of Nick Foles. He normally gets a little bit more air under the ball, but I thought everybody gets shook by the Superdome, and I thought he felt the playoff Superdome today.
Yeah. I think that what you said, too, about just getting enough pressure to force him to move and stuff like that was what affected him.
And that's how you get the bad Nick Foles. That's the recipe. And we saw it today.
Thing with Nick is there's not, you get a really good, great Nick Foles, and then you get a really bad Nick Foles. If you look at the first 2 games of the season, he really wasn't that good. But then later in the season, totally different quarterback.
Yeah. Anything else on Nick?
Dude, can I take a motherfucking beer bottle and knock out fucking Sean Payton? Dude, like, seriously, man, dude, like, and this is no bullshit, man. I understand, like, competitive nature and this, and that, but this guy's a fucking piece of shit, man. Yeah. Like, he's a fucking faggot. He's a piece of shit. He's this little short-ass midget fucking, like, this little short-ass little punk fucking bitch who you just want to take a fucking hammer and just knock his fucking teeth out. You know what I mean? He got this, like, okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story, okay? So there's this guy that was my assistant manager at Walmart, okay? Or the Walmart on Panama, because I worked for 2 Walmarts, the one on Rosedale and then the one on Panama. So there was 2 managers who I was really cool with. There was Brian, and then there was this fucking bitch named Roy, which I've later found out to be a fucking New York Giants fan. But, so Roy had this very just, like, you ever sit back and you see somebody and you don't even have to talk to a motherfucker. You just know that I fucking hate this fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, he has a very condescending ass attitude. He has a very like you can tell that he's a fucking weasel. He's a fucking bitch. He's a fucking scumbag. He's a fucking faggot. Like, I could go on with insults all fucking day, and I don't think I could still find the right fucking word for that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he has his fucking nose stuck up in the air, like he's fucking holier than thou. It's like, bitch, there's a whole motherfucking room of coaches I would rather have than this fucking bitch. I would rather have motherfucking Marv Levy over this bitch. I would rather have motherfucking Dennis Erickson over this motherfucker. I would rather have fucking Bill Parcells over this fucking faggot. Wade fucking Phillips. Nigga. I'm bitter now. Okay? No, I'm bitter. I'm so fucking happy this season is over.
It's tough, man. Tough, because like, there was so much hope. Because like they fucking get in the way that they get in. They get hot. They got everything working. The run defense came back. They started penetrating, getting after the quarterback. Nick Foles was going. The offense was getting opened up. And then today happened. And just some of the things that you were accustomed to seeing, because the first quarter was great. Then after the first quarter, it's like the stuff that came back to bite you was the stuff that we saw in the first half of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, it was brutal, man. This game took a lot out of me. Last week took a lot out of me. It's depressing, man. When you go up 14-0, you gotta win. You gotta win that game. I'm sorry, you gotta win that game. And from that first quarter, whether it was that fake punt or that interception, that offense was not good at all the rest of the game until maybe the last drive before the interception. They were finally moving the ball, but very frustrating.
I mean, they had their opportunity to really like put their foot on the throat, like New England did today. Like New England went, what was it, 30? It was 35-7 by halftime. They just kept going.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the momentum was unfortunately halted. Nick Foles threw the pick, and they got the fake punt. And again, like, we keep going back to it, and that's what it was.
Yeah, that's true.
What did you think about that fake punt?
Oh, dude, I no bullshit. I put this on, dude. I put this on my motherfucking mama's grave, my nigga. I'm sitting back watching this fucking game, dude. By the way, I'm watching Miami Vice right now. Pretty good fucking. I still haven't seen the whole thing, but like I'm sitting back, I'm watching the fucking game. Oh my God, I fucking called that fucking shit, dude. I'm sitting back here, dude. I'm on the bed, man. I'm all decked out in yellow, looking like Big Bird from fucking Sesame Street and shit. And I'm sitting back here, I'm like fake punt. Fake punt.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a fake punt. And bam, fake fucking punt. Why? Because Sean Weasel, what the fuck? Sean Payton, that motherfucker is a snake motherfucker, dude. No, and that's not even and that's not even me being bitter. He's just a fucking bitch, man. Like dude, I'm not. Trust me, man. I can take ass whoopings. I'm used to that shit. Remember, nigga, I told Philly 500, nigga, I sat on the fucking plunger a few weeks ago. My ass crack was wide open. You feel me? I'm making sure, nigga, I want my ass crack gaping the fuck open, nigga, for me to take all that fucking dick. You know what I mean? But no, I'm just keeping the. Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's so funny. Gaping open.
Oh, I was making sure that ass crack was wide the fuck open, nigga. I wasn't no bitch about that. I was taking that shit, dude. Nah, dude, it's like fucking some fucking bullshit, dude. Like fuck, man. Like, god damn, man. Like, I'm sitting back, dude. Oh, and by the way, man, what's up with these motherfucking referee calls, man? I'm so tired of getting fucked out of goddamn football games and shit, dude. Like, I mean, there was that one fucking pass where I don't know who the fuck was covering him. Golden Tate was going for a fucking pass. The motherfucker, the motherfucker is Teddy fucking Golden Tate, and
that
the
was
bitch
a
isn't even.
penalty.
Dude, the motherfucker isn't even looking back, dude, to play the ball. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm with you. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm still hearing from last.
I know. That was...
But dude, yeah, I remember that play. I remember that very vividly. Because normally, like, when you don't see the cornerback looking back for the ball and you see some contact, they'll call the flag on that.
That was a big time penalty.
John Gotti, shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking bitch. Talking about if fucking Nick Foles have been playing all fucking season, we have a better seat. Man, Nick Foles can lick the fucking dirt from my nutsack after I get done doing a fucking hour session on a fucking stair climber, dude. Like, fuck Nick Foles, man. That motherfucker, dude. I'm so sick and fucking tired of that fucking. Oh, well, I mean, dude, just keep sucking his fucking dick while you're at it, man. I mean, fuck, dude, take all that fucking nut. Nigga, you know it's coming. I mean, god damn, dude, shut the fuck up about this Nick Foles shit. The bitch fucking sucks, man. God damn. Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, where the fuck was the flag at? I mean, god damn, dude. And you can't tell me, man, that some of these games are fucking fixed, dude. Jesus fuck, man.
It's tough. Well, you know me. I love Nick Foles. It just he didn't play well today. It goes back to that. Like the bad tendencies came out, and you know, I mean, this is the last game he's going to play in an Eagles uniform. I'm pretty sure of it. So it's going to be Carson.
I like Nick Foles. You know, he didn't play a good game. Would have, you know, if we had him earlier in the year, it would be different. I mean, we went through so many injuries, so many things in the course of this whole year. I always think about the first two games that he played plus the preseason where he wasn't good.
Yeah.
So we just don't know. We don't know.
Well, that's a topic we'll get into, but not on.
Yeah, that's all off-season topic. I'm not ready to go this whole quarterback debate. I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Well, I know who EDP's guy is.
Yeah.
Nate Sudfeld. Fuck it. No, fuck that shit. I know who the. Hey, check it out though. This is who I fucking want. You know what, man? And I be all for it, dude. I'm totally for trading Wentz and trading Foles and just say fuck it and drafting. What's that motherfucker from the University of Notre Dame? I think his name is DeAndre fucking Francois. I think that nigga's name is. What's his name?
The dude from the quarterback from Notre Dame?
It's something Francois. I don't know who the fuck.
Ian Book, the quarterback?
Well, there's some motherfucking named Francois from a different fucking college. I can't think of his fucking name.
Yeah, dude. Listen, they're gonna trade one of the guys, but they ain't gonna trade both.
No, I mean, look, I said if Foles wins the Super Bowl, I'm willing to rethink everything, but he didn't win it again. I mean, and I'll get more into this later on, but my guy's Wentz going forward. I'm going with this 26-year-old because see, there's an assumption by a lot of Eagle fans that because Foles can be clutch, somehow that means Carson cannot. We don't know what Carson can do yet. He hasn't had the chance in the playoffs in those situations, but I got to stick with the young guy. I got to stick with Carson going forward, and I love Nick Foles. I do, but yeah. My guy's Carson.
Yeah. DeAndre Francois, by the way, Florida State.
I knew it was something like that. Okay, go
on. I knew who it was. I couldn't even think about who it was at the moment, and I clicked for it. Freaking Florida State. There ain't no good quarterbacks this year. None. They all stink. Kyler Murray, even if he goes in, we'll see. But I'm not. All the quarterbacks are next year's class. Give me Jake from State Farm. That's who I want.
Oh shit, that nigga trash as fuck, bro.
You don't like Jake Fromm?
Wait, who?
Jake Fromm.
I thought you said Jake from State Farm, dude.
Oh, well, I said Jake from State Farm.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Oh my god, the NFL Network is
already. It was a little play on words, a little tongue twister.
They're already replaying Eagles game on NFL Network. I got.
Oh, of course they are.
I can't.
Well, I ain't watching that again.
No.
Oh, of course they are, man. They always replay motherfucking Eagles games when they fucking lose, nigga. But when we blow motherfuckers out, we can't get a goddamn replay to save our fucking life. Oh, and by the way, man, do you ever fucking notice how like every fucking time like a fucking player from a different team, no matter if we play those motherfuckers once every fucking 4 to 5 years and shit, no matter how much we kick the shit out of a fucking team, if a fucking player has one highlight against us, man, they'll play that shit over and fucking over and
over every time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like fucking have you guys seen the excuse me, what's his name? Travis Kelce from Kansas City?
Yeah.
And the McDonald's commercial thing or something like that.
It's like how many fucking times are they gonna play that fucking shit? Like. Yeah. We play that team once every 4 fucking years, dude.
Yeah. And I know they love to go at us for sure.
Stupid fucking shit, man.
All right, I got the comment section up. Let's see what. All right, so we got like some Wentz people. Fluffy Bunny says anyone who thinks Wentz is bad is obviously not very knowledgeable about football. That's fine. Haters gonna hate. Yeah. Then we got a guy saying Wentz is Sam Bradford. So we got
Wentz is Sam Bradford.
We got the full range.
I don't think Bradford. I think did he ever even throw 20 touchdowns in a season? Like maybe one time. He's not Sam Bradford.
Paul Toy says Wentz is our starter. Get real. What we need is a feature third down back. The speed receiver Wallace was supposed to be before he went on the leave. Oh,
yep.
I had another good comment. I don't know where it went. Okay. Cheapskate Coins is a Foles guy. I love how everyone wants to remind people about Wentz's almost MVP season, but never want to mention Nick's almost MVP season and Super Bowl MVP.
What you mean, the 27-2 year?
Yeah,
With Chip Kelly?
he wasn't going to win MVP that year.
I mean, Foles had a great year.
It was a great year.
You
Yeah.
know,
You
but
know what I
you
noticed
know,
about?
some of it also.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Was that? No.
Okay.
I was. Some of it too was that people hadn't adjusted to Chip Kelly's system yet too. You know, Foles it's come to his history. He hasn't been able to play either. You don't want to say anything bad about Foles. I love Foles. I love what he did. But the reality of the situation is what you've given, what you put into Carson, what you've paid for, like to get him, his age, the money, you gotta keep him.
Yeah, I mean this is like I'm trying to think of a situation here, like in the history of the NFL where you kind of moved on from a guy. I don't really have anyone I can think of, so I'll just throw out the 49ers situation when they moved on from Joe Montana and went to the younger Steve Young.
Yeah.
Except here, it's like the age gap isn't as big. It's
No.
under 4 compared to what's because
30.
Foles going to be 30, right?
Foles is 30 this month, and Wentz just turned 26 last month.
Yeah, so there's like a 4-year gap there.
Yeah.
Look, it's his 3rd year next year. And the 3rd year, like they call it the rule of 3 for a reason. The 3rd year is supposed to be when like the quarterback actually makes the first leap. But actually the 3rd year was this year. Never mind. But he had the ACL injury. So sorry about that. I'm an idiot. It's his 4th year next year. But I think next year he's going to do really well coming off the ACL injury, getting the full year of recovery. So I think that because historically, when you look at a lot of these quarterbacks who come back from the ACLs, like that year after, it's not as good. I mean, I've thrown Tom Brady's numbers out there. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but 2 years after, I think it was 36-4 on the touchdowns and interceptions. Yeah. So I expect Wentz to be a house of fire next year. I expect him to return to like an MVP form. We'll see if some of these other areas that people have concerns with if he can improve. But I mean, he's a guy that's heading into his 4th season. There's still a lot to get better at. The deep ball, I think he needs to put a little bit more air under it. I think he needs to get better with Alshon Jeffrey and letting him go and get it. I mean, we saw Foles do that on several occasions. That's something you can learn from Nick Foles. I think he still needs to learn a little bit how to run and slide and get down so you don't get hurt. So he's got to get a little bit better there. Study from Russell Wilson in that aspect. And, we'll see about this clutch thing that people like to talk about. Because, when I made my clutch video about Nick Foles, there was something I mentioned about being able to learn from your past mistakes. And that's why I think it's still too soon to determine whether or not Carson Wentz is clutch or not. Because we actually saw improvements in the area as the season went on. So he messed up in that Carolina game, and there was the stat that he was like 1-7 in the crunch time situations or whatever. But he had didn't he have a field goal drive before even the Dallas game where he scored 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter?
Well,
their field goal.
Well, he had a few. I mean, he had the he had the Tennessee game where he led them to a lead in overtime. He gave them the lead.
Yeah. The Giants game came back in that game.
Yeah.
So he showed some things. I mean, in that area to come back, and then being clutch is also what you do on 3rd down. And last year he was like the king of 3rd down. So I think a lot of these narratives that people are making him out to be, I'm not really sure that they're true.
Yeah, I think he's too young to know for sure.
Yeah,
he's too young.
EDP, you like you some Carson Wentz?
Oh yeah, like Carson Wentz is the fucking shit. I've always liked him. Unlike fucking Nick Foles, I don't fucking feel like I'm about to piss on myself every time a motherfucking drops back to fucking throw. Fucking scared and shit. Fucking literally fucking shitting bricks and stuff. You were talking about you mentioned something about moving on to a younger guy. You mentioned who'd you mention?
Steve Young, Joe Montana.
Yeah, I guess you could include Brett Favre in the Aaron Rodgers thing if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually
Shit. I would say McNabb and Kevin Cobb, but that motherfucker sucked.
Well, Kevin Cobb was a second round pick. You didn't put all these resources to trade up for Kevin Cobb.
Yeah, Kevin Cobb was fucking garbage. Fuck.
That was the first quarter, the first game that was over. It was all over for Kevin Cobb.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! That motherfucker, man. They tried to build around that nigga, man. I mean, the bitch looked nice in fucking practice, and dude, that bitch fucking sucked. But you want to know something? He did do though. So Kevin Cobb fucking sucked, but when he got traded to the fucking Cardinals, let me see, he pulled his dick out and fucking pissed all over the fucking Eagles, man. I fucking love it. Fuck out of here, man.
All right, so going back to comments.
So fucking annoyed right now.
Cloud says Wentz had an okay rookie season, great second year, third year was decent. I mean, I don't know, like 21-7 playing on a broken back. That's a little bit better than decent, though.
What 69 completion percentage, 102 point compute. I think that it's unfair to act like that was just crappy stats.
Yeah. There's a comment. Hold on, let's see if I can find this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a fucking brick and hit you in your fucking back and see if your ass can play through that shit.
Yeah. Sam Kogan says, not sure if you covered it, but everyone blaming Schwartz in this game is clueless. The offense did nothing after that.
He's right.
Look, right. I actually think like what Jim Schwartz today, like considering all the guys that went down, I thought it was a very valiant effort. They scored 20 points. I mean, again, it's so frustrating. The third downs. Like, oh my God.
That's what it is. It's the frustration of third down. It's just so frustrating when you have 3rd and 20, 3rd and 15, 2nd and 20, and they just go down there like nothing.
They're demoralizing, and that's what we remember. But like and then while we remember that, we forget about some of the other details. Like they had 4 scoring drives. They didn't score touchdowns on all of them. They scored field goals in 2 of them. They needed a 4th and goal to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So I thought, look, this is about as good as you're going to get from the defense. 20 points from the Saints. 20. That's all they scored. Yeah. And you didn't win. Couldn't win. You couldn't get the offense going again. That's why they lost.
That is correct. Yeah. I think saying what you said about frustration of the 3rd down and longs and then convert, that is so frustrating. But the truth is that offense is back and it could not move the quarter.
Doug and Schwartz must be smoking horrible play calling on both sides. Again, I didn't think Jim Schwartz was bad today.
I don't like his scheme.
I know.
I'm not a fan.
There are a lot of people, dude, that don't like Jim Schwartz in this city. 99% wanted him fired, like after week 11. Like everybody did. I was like one of the few that was like, well, shit, what do you want him to do when you got practice squad guys in your secondary? Like, what is he supposed to do? And you're not getting pressure from the defensive line, which is what his scheme is like predicated on. But once that defensive line got going, well, look what happened.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I think the thing that really frustrates the fuck out of me with Jim Schwartz and NFL defenses in general today is that, oh my God, this is so fucking annoying, dude. When when defenses are afraid to bring pressure because they get it out quick, it's like when they get the ball out quick, it's like motherfuckers are just running wide the fuck open. It's like, do we even have corners on the fucking field? Like,
they basically didn't today because they're practice squad dudes.
It's like, but goddamn, bitch, it's like, motherfucker, fuck, man, did you play up on a JV team? Fuck, man, it's like you can't even fucking put a hand on these fucking receivers.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man. See, I've never been a type like I've always hated zone defenses. I think that's pussy shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna beat me, I'm gonna be on some Al Harris shit, nigga, with the long dreads. I'm gonna be all up in your fucking shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, zone defenses are for fucking Asante Samuel and little small ass faggot fucking pitsqueak motherfuckers that can't even fucking like, like little frail ass, narrow bulimic, malnourished motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? It's faggot shit, man. Fuck that shit, dude.
Here's the thing, though. If, like I told Philly 500 this earlier, if you bring a lot of pressure in this game, all right, and you're bringing like safeties. So if you put Michael Thomas one-on-one on a deep end, and that pressure doesn't get there, so all of a sudden, if that cornerback gets burned, that could be a long touchdown. Because if you miss that tackle after that cornerback gets burned, that's a touchdown. And it's a tough call to sit here and say, you bring more pressure. I don't know if it necessarily would have worked.
I think you got to take, like me, at some point you got to take the chance. You got to do something. You got to try anything to get the momentum back, to get the ball back, to stop them from just going down and scoring. And I'm all for taking chances.
Yeah.
The thing for me is that, okay, fuck the blitzing, because we all know Jim Schwartz and niggas a little scared ass motherfucker when it comes to blitzing. All right, cool. Fuck the blitzing, dude. But at least even the commentators were saying, why are these receivers getting just a free release off the line? You know what I mean? If you're not going to bring pressure, play jam the receivers. Fuck, man, that's all the fuck I want.
But here's the thing: are you going to jam Michael Thomas with Josh fucking Hawkins? You're not.
I'm gonna
let it.
Oh, I'm gonna chop block the fuck out that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Michael
shit,
Thomas
man.
is going to overwhelm the fuck out of him if he tries to press. I'm telling you right now.
But goddamn, shit. Nigga, you gonna get fucking pissed on regardless. But fuck, at least try to distract the motherfucker. Damn. Like, you know what I mean?
At some point, you got to do something to change. Even if you have to take a chance, take it. But you got to do something different. You can't just let them keep going 3rd and 20, 2nd and 50. Like, you got to do something and take a chance. That's what I liked about Jim Johnson. Dial it up when he needs to. Sometimes. Yeah. And that's why it's like, I like Jim Schwartz as a person and all that stuff, whatever. But the scheme, I would prefer a different kind of defensive coordinator.
Man. Jim Schwartz did not win this city. Let me tell you. Well,
not when you got to from the Buddy Ryan line of thinking, the Jim Johnson line of thinking.
Yeah.
That's what we remember. That's what we know. That's what is in our heads,
The way to win.
That's when we played Johnson would have dialed up so many blitz that he never would have seen coming before. It would have been great. And we don't do that with Jim Schwartz, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some final thoughts, because we're already an hour into the show, and I got to do a recap. So, what are you guys thinking to end it?
Quick question: who the fuck is Josh Hawkins?
Yeah, so he played like some special teams. I mean, I couldn't even tell you that much about him, but they were out of quarterbacks. I mean,
and he should never wear 48.
Yeah.
Never wear Wes Hopkins.
Yeah.
That's my guy. He didn't play like no Wes Hopkins.
He's a special teams guy. He's not a guy that's supposed to be out.
I have his jersey.
There it is.
No, that's my customer.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, Josh Hawkins. What are you gonna do? And it's crazy because I talked about it a little bit. Like they really could have used Sidney Jones today. They didn't. He was inactive, and I wasn't expecting him to be inactive. But all right, so was that your final thought, or was that like a final question? Do you have anything else you want to say? ET?
Yeah, my final thought, dude, fuck Sidney Jones. I always hated that fucking bitch. I always thought fuck.
That's because you wanted Joe Mixon.
Nigga, that's because Joe Mixon is a fucking gangster.
He is. I like Joe
Yeah,
Mixon.
I fucking
That's
love
good.
that bitch.
Keep going.
Oh, that's it, man, dude. Just fucking, you know what, man? Final thoughts, dude. Just, you know what? I'm so fucking happy this goddamn season is finally fucking over, man. Like, goddamn, dude. Like, I can finally focus on myself for the next 8 fucking months, and I don't have to look at these motherfucking faggot shit to fucking bed. I don't have to do no ancient voodoo tribal fucking bullshit where I'm summoning the motherfucking witch doctors and shit. Like, I'm done, man. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, season's over. Look, I know there's a lot of frustrations today. It's a lot of things. It was a fun run. I mean, I know you don't want to hear it, but at least they gave us something when it looked like we weren't going to get anything. So
Yeah.
they get to the divisional round. If that ball doesn't go through Alshon Jeffrey's fans, who knows what could have happened. But, the stroke of luck just wasn't on the Eagles' side today, and they lose the game. But I'm going to love Nick Foles no matter what happens. He won me a first Super Bowl, and that's what it is. I don't think he's going to be the quarterback next year once the season starts. So there's that. I'll just say thank you, Nick. I know you don't want to hear it, EP. I know you're not in the mood. Philly, you got anything?
He's like, fuck no.
Who, me?
Yeah, you got a final thought?
Oh, I'm sorry. It froze up for a second. Yeah, man, we had him where we wanted him, and we let him off the hook. And I want to give the Saint fans credit and congratulations on the win. Good luck, whatever. We'll see how you guys do going forward. But I don't know, man. This one hurts me because we had it in our hands. We came out 14-0, did nothing, and then even all that, at the end, we still had a chance, and it's going to take me a while to get over this one for sure.
Yeah.
But I do love Nick Foles too, legend, and I wish him well wherever he goes because I expect him not to be back most likely. So
Yeah, I'm expecting something like a tag and a trade. That's what I'm thinking right now. All right.
Yep.
So there it is. 2018 Eagles season is officially over because this broadcast is now over. Philly 500 EDP. I am Adrian Fetchu.
Hey, hold on.
All right.
Man,
You want one more thing? Go ahead.
I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off, dude, if Nick Foles goes to the Giants and shits on us nigga twice a year, dude.
Oh,
I don't think Nick Foles will be in the NFC East.
who knows what's going to happen?
I'm going to say Denver.
Well, okay. All right. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it yet. I don't think it's going to be Oakland because I don't see how. I know there's a report about them potentially trading for Foles, but that's a team that's on the rebuild, and Foles is going to be 30. That's just not smart. But if they want to send some firsts our way, hey, I'll take them. All right. So there we go. That's it. Now, it's it. We're out of here. Peace.